Rated M for mature. EA.com presents a suspense thriller that goes beyond your imagination.
We're gonna kill you if you don't stop.
I think they're in on it.
So real.
Here's a little piece of advice.
So hauntingly personal.
I'm afraid to leave the building.
It invades your life.
We saw them wheel the body out.
And once it's there, it never leaves. Majestic. It plays you. Initiating a milestone in the evolution of interactive entertainment. EA.com presents
Don't go home, Carl. Can you hear me?
a suspense thriller so real,
I want my life back.
so hauntingly personal,
You guys are scaring me, man.
it invades your life. Majestic is the new groundbreaking online game from EA.com.
It's fundamentally different from any game that you've ever played before, in that the relationship that you have with the game is turned on its head.
I can't hear you anymore, Carl.
I think they're in on it.
In some respects, it's episodic, like television is. But since it takes place on the internet, we get to have a whole bunch of different toys to play with in terms of how we tell our story.
The ground shook, windows
Combining
shattered,
traditional
and
storytelling with interactive tools like email, fax, phone, instant messaging, and the web, Majestic delivers vital clues and information, immersing the player in a completely unique online entertainment experience.
It uses all of these devices to kind of keep you at the very center of your own mystery, your own suspense thriller.
Each month, the Majestic creative team propels the story forward. Like a television series, the storyline must be scripted and cast, and original footage must be shot for each new episode. Unlike other plug-and-play PC games, Majestic happens in real time.
Things happen in a orderly fashion as they would according to the time on the clock on the wall. So if it takes a character an hour to go from one place to another, it's going to be an hour before they contact you again through the game.
We saw them wheel the body out. We were there.
It's essentially evil.
Enjoy your sanity while it lasts.
And go ahead. Alright.
That's kind of neat
Yeah.
over there. We can do that later.
Go back.
Here it comes.
And let me just get it. No, same thing. Okay, go ahead. Go back. Okay. That's good. Okay, that's good. click on the email. Click on the other stuff. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Do you want me to have it come back in?
Nope.
Or something if you know what if you can describe them to me. I definitely have someone. We packed that better than that.
That's good.
The help. I think what we're seeing here is the end of the day to day.
These are people that didn't get any help.
Person video seems different because people are getting an error that says plugin not available in that last video when it appears.
Intercede on their behalf.
Yes.
Yeah, that will create their accounts and then we'll go in as Grifter Mike and Anim-X can refresh. Hey, before we, I don't know how far you guys are on.
We're just
You're just down here. So this is, right, exactly. In 3 days from now, that needs to be flat. Who had gotten through the tutorial that we felt was cryptic and then disappeared from their contact list forever. Are you? And then I'm at NanoWorks and I can't figure out what the username and password is. You know,
We are in a position to start playtesting through EP2.
it's bad for your expectation management. You really are. If we slip on EP2 as well,
Yeah.
you know.
But I think we can at least look at EP1 in terms of the EP2 writing is, I would say,
It's done.
99%.
Windows Eyes.
Are we sure about that?
But it's same as the front.
Can I run that EP1?
It's all more familiar to us now.
Yeah, right.
That's true. And you always want to go back to the homepage. At least I
Yeah.
found myself always wanting to.
Yeah.
Gabriel's up to. So Kendra, he's been to Don's trailer, but it's no longer there, and the person who bought the property is selling all of his content, except for a bit of an indentation. Since the operation.
Yes, took her to the hospital.
And then there's it also brings up the original episode planned for Sharon.
Right, basically they're heading back to Santa Fe, they'll be doing tests and stuff.
Right, that they're going to.
I wanted to create something that leveraged the medium, was specifically created for the medium upon which it was delivered. If you think about Orson Welles' rendition of War of the Worlds, that came out at a time when radio was the most powerful medium, and what Orson Welles understood was how to take advantage of the radio medium to deliver an entertainment experience that was so different than anything that people had experienced at the time. And what we wanted to do with Majestic is we wanted to do a similar thing. We wanted to figure out a way to take advantage of everything that the internet can deliver. Now, the internet, for many people means the web, and of course in Majestic there's a whole bunch of experiences that happen on the web, but the internet's connected to so many other devices that you use every day. So your telephone, maybe your fax machine, your email, your instant messaging, your chat. And what Majestic does is it uses all of these devices to kind of keep you at the very center of your own mystery, your own suspense thriller. If you think about how you interact with the game right now, you kind of make the decision to go play the game, and of course that's reversed in Majestic. It interjects itself into your life, and so we use the phone, and we use the fax, and we use AOL's Instant Messenger, and we use email to kind of reach out of your computer, and rather than ask you to step into the world of the game kind of steps into your world. So in Majestic, if you connect with a character and that character says they'll get back to you tomorrow, they're going to literally get back to you tomorrow. And well, of course, what you won't know is whether they'll call you on the phone or send you a fax or send you an email. And that sets up a tremendous sense of anticipation. And anticipation isn't something that's really been used in games before. So, once you associate a game with the telephone and with the telephone call, every time you receive a telephone call, something in the back of your head is going, maybe that's the game, and that becomes very powerful. It's like playing the leading role in your own suspense thriller or your own mystery, your own TV show, and all of the characters whirl around you and keep you engaged in that storyline. So you really experience it more than you play it. But there's certainly a lot of interaction that you get to do as you solve puzzles or uncover the conspiracy or move deeper into the mystery.
Well, what's interesting about Majestic is that it's a new kind of storytelling. It takes place, in some respects it's episodic like television is, but since it takes place on the internet, we get to have a whole bunch of different toys to play with in terms of how we tell our story. We have streaming audio and video, which resembles television a great deal, but we can also tell our story through email, through instant message chats, through websites that we can direct people to, and a whole bunch of other techniques that we have in our toolkit. Majestic is a game that takes place in real time. Things happen in an orderly fashion as they would according to the time on the clock on the wall. So if it takes a character an hour to go from one place to another, it's going to be an hour before they contact you again through the game.